Alright, today is March 4th, 2014. March 4th, 2014. I'm on my way to my daughter's dance class. The family's playing games again. They're pretty much declaring all-out war on me. At the moment, they keep playing these games when they think that I'm down or out or something. I don't know why they play these games. They didn't let me have her yesterday. They didn't answer their phone. They didn't send her outside. They didn't answer their door. I didn't sit over there and bug them or anything. That's why I record everything. I videotape everything. So if anybody ever needs, you need to find the videotapes. Because on the Jeep alone, I got almost 8 cameras that watches everything I do, records everything I do. Plus then you take my phones and they do the exact same thing. But the whole point is, yesterday, March 3rd on Monday, I got off work. And I went to go get my daughter to take her to gymnastics. I went by her house. I got there about 20 minutes till, because it takes a little bit to get out to Quincy Gymnastics Center. We're always late for gymnastics because they live on one side of town, gymnastics on the other side. Anyway, I went by. No phone calls from the family. No nothing. They never called me. They never got a hold of me in any way, shape, or form. And so I waited outside. I honked twice. I waited. Then I tried to call. Or no, I went to the door first. I heard people inside. They were laughing and saying, "Don't go to the door, don't go to the door." In other words, they're making a big deal about it. I did not hear Gracie's name, but I did hear people inside. Again, the last time they didn't answer either. I heard people inside. And Gracie said they were even home. And Gracie's admitted they were home and everything else. Just whatever little game this family's playing. Anyway, I didn't sit there and keep knocking. I knocked. Nobody answered. I waited. No answer. I got in the car. I tried to call Teresa Cantor because that's the only number I have. However, it just kept ringing. No voicemail, no answer machine, no nothing. I waited till about 5 o'clock. I also, during the meantime, called the gymnastics center. Turns out there was no gymnastics due to the weather and because the school was closed on Monday, which I didn't know about. But still, I'm supposed to get Gracie anyway because that's supposed to make up for my time when I have her in my dance class, because dance goes till 6:15. And my times with Gracie are from 5:30 to 7:30 on Tuesdays, but I'm losing a lot of that time. And the last 2 times we've had dance, the mother showed up along with the mother's new baby, along with the mother's aunt, and the aunt's baby, and then also the cousin Natasha. But they all like fill up that room, and since I don't get around, they know I'm not going to get anywhere around them or talk to them or anything else. They already know this. But they want to play these dumb games. Anyway, I also had Gracie's bag with me yesterday for her dance stuff today. But like I said, nobody answered the door. I'm not going to leave my door. They've made it very clear that their neighborhood is a very unsafe neighborhood. They said in court that they got the safest neighborhood. But when you talk to them, every time I talk to anything, they basically say people steal stuff, break windows, flatten tires. There's stuff that goes on in that neighborhood all the time. And there's a bunch of meth heads, pedophiles, sex offenders, predators that all live on that same block as them. Anyway, like I said, it scares me just knowing when Gracie is around. Again, this is March 4th, 2014. Anyway, so now I'm going to dance today. What they're trying to do is they're trying to take up all my time with Gracie so I don't get to see her at all. And they're agreeing to things to later break their agreements. They have never done anything in my favor or in Gracie's favor. In other words, they don't care if Gracie gets hurt. They're all about themselves, and for some reason, they need to win some kind of fictitious game they have in their head against me. For Lord only knows why. Because if it was just about me, then they could take, but it's not. Then if they were doing something for Gracie, then they wouldn't be playing these games to what hurt Gracie. So at no time has this ever been about anybody other than themselves, and they're trying, they're no different than some terrorist or warlord that's out there that uses the law to their advantage, but then breaks the law whenever they see an opening. And they know I'm not going to do nothing to ever jeopardize my time with my daughter. However, if they can't, I'm not going to pull her out of dance. It was my idea to put her in dance. Everything that Gracie does today has been my idea. And I'm the one who pays for it. And I'm the one who makes sure she gets there and see what's done there. And whenever I put them, or tried to give them just a little bit of leeway for them to take her or bring her something else, they don't do it. In other words, it's only about them, and they don't care about Gracie at all. And that's what bothers me the most. And then they turn around trying to say that I'm still in love with Micah, or I'm gay, or I'm a rapist, or all this other stuff. Nothing is which has ever happened. None of it's ever true. But they try to get there and slander my name, or they go into court and say, "Oh, they was grabbing butts and stuff and doing stuff outside, and there was video cameras." But then it never happened. But they try to say there's video cameras and never produce a video camera because it never happened. But they know that the judge is going to forget that, oh, by the way, we don't have any video cameras and we don't have any proof because it never happened. But anyway, they live and they deal on lies. And they're good at them. I wouldn't even say they're good at them. I mean, it's pretty obvious to the general consensus that they're terrible at lying. But the fact is, they lie. And they're teaching my daughter how to lie. They tried to say my daughter was molested by a neighbor of mine when she was in my care. The problem is my daughter has never been touched by anybody. My daughter has never been alone with anybody. She's never been around anybody in the middle of the night except me. And my daughter has no clue what the heck they're even talking about. However, their story keeps changing every single time they want to tell me, and they want to go kill my old neighbor Kevin, who is he's in his 60s. He's got, he's with somebody. He's not gay. He's straight. He was the head of the cancer center, but I guess they're just assuming that the money that I get for court and everything comes from him or something. I don't know why they would, but anyway, they figured out his last name, and so they tried to. It all came back, in my favor, and in Gracie's favor. It was unfounded. But that family, then they've changed their story to where it wasn't DCFS, it was the school and everything else. Well, the school never did anything like that. The school never contacted anybody over something like that. It's all been a pile of crap. And they know it. And they keep doing these things to try, they think that this is in some way, shape, or form, this is helping. And the grandmother and the mother are the two largest causes of it. The cousin Natasha, she's the biggest liar of it. But, nobody wants to see that. All they want to do is see that, that they use Gracie as a pawn in their game. And it really upsets me more than anything else, because Gracie is not a pawn. She's a human being who has feelings, who has needs, who, if I do something bad about her mom, she's going to get mad at me, or she's going to be hurt. And if her mom does stuff bad about me, they don't see that she gets hurt. That's the reason why I don't ever play her mother against them. That's the reason why I never talk bad about her mother. That's the reason why I never say negative things about her mother when she's around. Because I know that my daughter's watching every little thing that I do. And since, it's hurting Gracie, it hurts me. They use my daughter's love to hurt me. They know how much love I have for my daughter and how much I care for her. But